Alright, what's up everybody? This is golderzoa and here co-commentating is Astronomus. Hopefully I said that right. This is Four Swords. The first one, not the second one. And there's a
Not
solo
the
mode and
Adventures one.
the DSi solo one is a little bit different because you don't have to be forced to play multiplayer. It's nice for running, and so I'm gonna start on countdown to 3. So 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, this is Four Swords. In the first part you might hear me mashing because this cutscene, this text box.
Yeah, actually I have a question. So how does this version differ from the Game Boy Advance version that was packed in with A Link to the Past on the Game Boy Advance?
There's a few differences. The first thing is that there's a solo mode, and there's text speed options in the Game Boy Advance version, which isn't accessible here. So this is why we're playing on the Japanese version of the game. Of course. Okay, go ahead.
So if this was the Game Boy Advance version, it wouldn't really matter what language you were using then.
I think PAL is the fastest for Game Boy Advance because there's one less body text box.
Interesting.
And this version actually scrolls faster, and for Japanese, and the other versions are slower. So that's why I picked JP overall. It saves 45 seconds on the cutscenes, at least. And I'm not getting any red. I'm not getting any red dots. So that's no good.
Oh dang. So what's ultimately the goal here?
Beat the first body as fast as possible, and I want to get through all these stages, these areas 1 and 2 quickly. For me, this is a very average map here. There's nothing I can do about it, and this is a 2-key door. There are certain entrances and things you can get, and it's generated as soon as you start the stage. So whatever you get is what you get, I guess, in a marathon. And I'm trying to get a key here to get the sigil, so I can exit the stage and move on.
So people are more familiar with Four Swords Adventures, and that has like stage completion requirements. Are there stage completion requirements here, or is it just get to the end of the level?
It just gets to the end of the sigil like this.
Okay. So no like rupee count or whatever that's important. It's just get to the end.
Yeah, that'd be important in 100% if you do that, because in 100% you need 3,000 rupees to get a key to a certain key to there's golden hero keys, which we will not be getting in this run, thankfully, because those rupee requirements are ridiculous. They're like 3,000 and 5,000 respectively.
Oh dang! So
yeah.
That's pretty RNG, it seems like, especially in that grass level where you could just get only green rupees or no rupees.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm actually gonna do the thing where I switch links. The thing with the little doppelganger guy. Let me switch. Oh, I got good luck on that key. That's good. It's just oh yeah. If you may be noticing, I'm whistling at the end of the stages, and why am I not using Pegasus boots the whole time? So you may notice I may whistle near a door that would open. That's to make the sound effect, the door animation, go a little faster. I've been doing spin attacks. It may seem slow to do spin attacks on these guys, but it actually does 2 damage. And his sword swing is not good yet, because, oh my god, this boss is trolling me!
Oh,
that's Sea of Trees for you. That's Sea of Trees. This is pretty much how I expected this to go.
Hey, also another thing I've been wondering, a lot of the art seems to be similar to that of Minish Cap. How does this play compared to Minish Cap?
Very similarly, actually.
Yeah, because I can see the sprites are almost identical to what you would see in Minish, and the sounds.
This looks I think that for me this looks like a prototype of what Minish Cap would have looked like. You know, I guess this is just a tested engine. I don't know. Could be that. I'm probably not gonna get to make the 1 cycle. Nope, I have 1 more hit on him. So there's a cycle you can make if you get a sort of you hit them quick enough. But I think I'm only gonna need one hit. Yep. And if you die, you don't have enough rupees, you gotta start over. Which won't be happening that much in this run. That was a 116, so that was a really poor boss fight, just because of the way the flowers spawned. Because you don't know which one's gonna spawn, it's random. Well, somewhat random. And these are the time save that Japanese has over English. And you're gonna see it right now.
I sure do love plot.
Yeah. If you played this on the DSi version in English, you'll notice it's going a lot quicker. Just because of the text and scrolling and all that. And I think in the Japanese version, I think the final Vadi unlock cutscene where you unlock all the keys is there's one less line of scrolling text. And on the final cutscene, English is 10 seconds behind compared to the Japanese, just for that cutscene.
Wow.
Also, the only time where the text is slower is in the second phase of Vadi prior to starting. That's the only way it's slower, but otherwise it's faster. Alright, let's see how Tallest goes. This can... Okay. Interesting stage. So this is a Pegasus Boots, which is good to get that, because Pegasus Boots is a really good item. We can actually get over here. There we go. So this stage is has ice physics, and you can actually you can actually infinitely grab. You can just spam grab to get full control on the ice. It's great. Hopefully we get to see fire fasting in this run. I never get to show it off because I'm bad at it sometimes. And that's a trick in Death Mountain where you get hit intentionally by fire and just use it to speed your movements up. Oh, this is a gauntlet. Oh, this is gauntlet one. We're going to be using the magnet glove here.
Ooh, the magnet glove. So from Oracle of Seasons, if I'm not wrong there. Interesting.
Oops. These guys are a bit annoying. Try to whack these guys in one shot. There we go. And the enemies, like certain enemies like ropes, that's what they're called in Zelda, right? They're little snakes, they're ropes.
Yeah, the ropes.
And there are certain sections of this level where ropes control you for like no good reason at all. Like it would just randomly spawn when you're hitting like one of those like, what do you call those things? Those rocks that you break with your sword, or the rock things you break with your sword. They just randomly spawn and you'll just die because you're just trying to break the rock, and it's a mess. No, so this is one of the puzzles where it could be like one of those like, oh wait, this is, I don't have Rock's feather, I mean Rock's cape. Wow.
So when you were talking, you were talking about like, oh, this is a good room or whatever. Like, do the spawns or whatever, are those RNG?
Yeah,
or...
those are random. Those are random
Okay.
when you start the level. And
So
when
there's
you
a lot
exit
of,
a
like,
level.
impromptu movement that you have to kind of figure out over time, just so you can kind of understand which room you have.
Yeah,
and how to get
exactly.
through it.
And sometimes there's nothing you can do. Sometimes the room's just going to be slower. Well, speaking of that rope room I was talking about earlier, this was it, because I knew the layout. So this is one of those rooms where randomly ropes can spawn. And they're not spawning. It's good. And they
That's
take...
some good RNG.
Yeah.
A lot of mashing too.
Yeah, I practiced the mashing. I mash with my finger and just vibrate my hand. Alright, this is
yeah.
this is a nice puzzle. Really good. Oops, I'm gonna do this. I had to kind of like improv there a little bit.
So don't get those rupees, basically.
Well, I don't care about the rupees as much. I just want to get like, I want ideally a 1 key. I want to get key in the first chest, which should be right over here. So hopefully I get a first key chest. That's not it. That's the rupees I need. Hopefully I get second one.
Yeah, so I'm seeing like a lot of like the Rock's cape. How does movement with the Rock's cape speed up anything, or does it not really speed up
It actually
anything?
does speed up a little bit of stuff. Like, when you jump, you move slightly faster than walking normally. Only if you have the... Only if you don't have our agility power-up, or the green things on the bottom screen there.
Okay.
So it's all about, like, knowing what power-up you have, and depending on what power-ups you have, you can actually kill bosses faster, which is another RNG element to the game, which makes it interesting.
So it's a lot of reading and reacting, essentially.
Yeah, a lot of that. There's a lot of that to this game, and there's actually a person that's very close to me on English, so theoretically he has a sub 20 if he was playing on Japanese, because of he has a 2041. It's like close to it. I'm gonna try to get zapped here. There we go. So I gotta actually move this along. Just get zapped again. Oops. Playing this very poorly. I'm gonna try to mash this as quick as so. I'm getting zapped on purpose, so he stays in place.
So like a little stun lock.
Yeah, pretty much. So
where
when he
hit the
zaps,
wrong
he takes
thing.
time to move again. So you want him to stay in place, so he doesn't move around and, like, you know, waste time trying to run away from you. So this
And it seems like you're able to hit him from the other side if you get shocked.
Yeah, you can hit him while getting shocked. That's one of those things that I try to abuse. So when I keep him staying in place, because when he does the zapping thing, he takes time to move again, because he can't move if he keeps doing that. So I keep him locked in sort of an infinite loop of staying locked. But sometimes you can get him, if you have the red thing, this can go a lot quicker, but I don't have a red thing, so that's the way that goes, I guess.
It seems like you had a pretty good fight there.
It's an average one. I've gotten like 53 seconds on the in-game timer before, or like a 47.
Man.
So yeah, those fights can like go either way depending what power-up you have. Like if you have like 2 agility and like 2 reds, this fight's very smooth to do. Now the Death Mountain fight has an interesting RNG in it, because like you can spawn those like little red rings that'll burn you, and you don't want that because it just causes a lot of problems, and you have to like. I'm very bad at that fight in particular, landing on the sigil. So Death Mountain could be one of those maps where I'm trying to think which map. Oh no, this exit. I don't like this exit. I know exactly what exit it is, and it's the long one. But I'm doing an improv strat where I pick up and throw, so I can just speed this up a little bit. So I have not. It's a little stretch. I don't have to avoid. I can avoid going in the one spot. So I'm gonna shield. So these things. Oh boy.
Spinies.
Yeah, they're like the Minish Cap ones, aren't they? There's Minish Cap that have spinies. I don't remember.
I don't remember Minish Cap that well. I just remember them from Link's Awakening DX.
Oh yeah, funny fact. About the Minish Cap, the Rock's Cave moves different from Minish Cap. Okay, this is. Well, I'm trying to think what map this is. I'm trying to remember. Wait, I'm trying to think. Is it like the right key? Because it looks like the other one, but it's not. Wait, did I not pick up the thing? Oh my goodness. Oh boy. So this is one of those things where like a chest could spawn any of these random places here. I'm hoping the first one. No, it wasn't. Of course not. That's 4 swords for you. Alright, do this. And hopefully it spawns over here. Oops. That's not a key. Lovely. I got the worst RNG possible on this area. Alright.
Oh, yeah, and it must suck because the movement speed seems kind of slow.
Yeah, that's why you want agilities. Sometimes you can get them. So
Yeah,
now
'cause
this is a mob room, which is what I was worried about, the entrances and exits being slow. So you can also do a spark attack where you can like you do at the same time you can throw links. The 2 links is thing where you can light up fires, but you can actually light up these bombs with it. But I'm not good at it, and of course I'm gonna probably die. I'm like very little health.
What are the consequences of dying?
You
in this
lose
game?
rupees. You lose
Okay,
rupees,
so
and
it's
because if you lose rupees, if you don't have enough to finish the level, you lose. You have to
and what
start the
about
level over
rapport?
again. So I'm gonna play safe by grabbing this chest. That should put me back.
Also, wait, is this the first Zelda game to have rapport in it, or is
Wait, what? What were you saying?
The rapport, the black rupees that take away your.
I'm not sure. I think so. And also the rates are the rupee rates are annoying to deal with. Hopefully second map is good. This is a very bad map because you can tell like the time in the corner, 2:36. It's not good. So
Yeah, I'm also seeing you're skipping the heart containers.
Yeah, you don't need them, and they're slower to get. So I'm gonna do this little thing where I jump over here and just hit this guy in the water or in lava. Water. It kind of looks like water if you swim in it, like in Minish Cap.
Water.
Like in Minish Cap, you can swim in. Was that Link's Awakening? Oh wow.
That's Link's Awakening, where you can do a lava swim.
Oh boy, that would have been so nice here. That would have been so nice here. Some people just skip the magnet glove. So
you don't have a screen transition. So.
Oh, Easter egg to trope to Minish Cap. That's a trope for Minish Cap. Look at you have the Minish Cap.
Wait, isn't that the hat that Vadi stole in Minish?
Yup, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is the one. That is exactly the one.
Small. Is that it?
Yup, you could just go mini. Yep. And
Link could do literally anything with it, but he decides he's just gonna go small with it.
Yep, it's the best part. Oh, I get agility. It's not gonna be useful here. That the Pegasus boots do this gets quicker. And also, when you take damage, the steam things, Pegasus boots just negates you being pushed back because you're just going so fast. What was that? What was that? Like 115? That's all right. The best map you can get is the 58. 58. All right. Let's see if we can get here. Natural. Oops. That was it.
This looks kind of like reminded me of Four Swords Adventures, where you have to hit a specific colored ball back.
Yup, it is a trope. That was added to the second game, but this okay. Oh boy, that was an alright fight. I've gotten 24 in game time on this fight in particular.
Oh,
so that that would just be like you instantly hit the things over. You just keep instantly, as soon as he falls down, you keep swinging, you get it. Which is so this is the cutscene I was talking about Japanese being faster for. One of the cutscenes that the scroll not only scrolling faster, but this having a huge advantage. Being that this text box, you might see it. If you play this on DSi casually, you beat the first thing, you'll know that this is a lot quicker. So this is the lava key, which is a silver key. There are also other dungeons in this game. While this cutscene's playing out, I'm going to talk about a little skip I found in one of the hero trials. I have a video on it, but I couldn't record the full skip because it requires a bomb to drop, and it would just be weird to record one section and then start over again. And there's a skip in one of the hero trials, specifically Area 2, where you get a bomb to drop. They didn't account for the bomb to drop, so they accidentally added a blow-upable wall, which isn't supposed to be blow-upable. So they kind of rushed that, and then you can actually get to the end of one of those trials really quickly. And it's RNG dependent if a bomb falls over, because there's a certain chance that a bomb can spawn in the grass, which makes it run a lot interesting. That 100% run a lot interesting if you can pull it off. It's still worth it, even if you miss it a couple of times. It's still worth it. Oh, this looks like a good map here. An above average one. If I get a red power up, this is really good. I need a red one. So RNG's just in the chat. If I need a red power up, that'd be nice. Red shard, of course. If you oh, I don't like this. I don't like this power up. Okay. Hopefully this is key 1. All right. Oh wow, that is key. Good.
So is the red shard kind of like the piece of power in Link's Awakening, where it boosts your attack or whatever? Or?
It does boost your attack, but it's like one does a little bit more damage, and if you have 2, you do a lot of damage. So it's like that. It's like that. It's like that. But that's a red one. That's a good sign. All right, so this is one of those puzzles where you can skip it if you have a if you have a bow and arrow. If you have a box cape, you can actually skip doing this. So that's one of those improv things Astronomus was explaining earlier. You have those improv sort of things you could do Oh wow, okay. That's good. That's interesting. That's better than I expected it to go. Alright, so usually those chests randomly will also spawn bombs, so that means I skip an animation opening a rupee chest. So you might have noticed that animation might have played a lot quicker, right? When I open the door while whistling. For some reason, you use the whistle, it actually speeds up the door if you time it correctly. Which is a really...
Also another... go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
Another speed thing it seems like you're doing is you swap characters as soon as you open a chest. Is that... Like,
yeah.
How does that affect the speed with it?
It basically just makes things go a lot quicker, like swapping a character. Just makes it so you go to another area to another quicker. It's just for transportation. So like this, I'm keeping the other link here. Of course I don't have shield for this. This is lovely. We're gonna be seeing some red balls, and I hate these things, because... And you see why I hate these. Oh god, here we go. Let's play some soccer, everyone. We'll play some hockey, I guess. If you're in Canada.
Seems like a game of pool or something like that.
Yep, it's actually a rupee bonus game. It's actually one of the puzzles. Oh wow, that's actually really good. I did that a lot better than I usually do it. If I'm judging this map correctly, this is... Oh boy. It's this one. There's an extra mob. This is probably going to be like a... Probably like a 150. Which is pretty good, because I'm doing movement pretty good. So, this is the final room of the thing. The timing ends on the final body hit. Alright, so this is one of those things. You can actually hit these in a thing, but I'm not good at it, and I can't do it fast, so I'm actually going to do this normally. Of course, these things are part of... I think this is a exclusive enemy to this game, I think. I haven't seen it anywhere else.
Yeah, the little kind of flying helmet things.
I don't think I've seen those in the adventure game. Have I? I don't think I remember seeing them out. I haven't played fully through it.
Yeah, I don't think you see those enemies at all, like that kind of enemy type.
Also, there's actually in the hero trials, like the trials that are extra after this any percent portion are. There's these like little night things that are meant to hit in multiplayer only, but you can actually do quick swapping to kind of hit them, and they're really hard to hit. And those are going to be brutal if anyone tries to 100% and you do it solo. You all know that those nights are just... But yeah, this is the body cutscene I was talking about. You can see like the text compared... I have like a whole comparison thing on speedrun.com if it's something you're interested in looking at. I made like a whole video like playing back the text cutscenes as quick as to the frame to see how. So this is Vadi, and I love getting hit right now. So you can see the spark on my sword. Oh, I didn't get the cycle. I missed it. So if you get this area quick enough, you can actually make the sigil cutscene play fast enough. Oops. But I didn't get there quick enough, so you can actually make this play a lot faster, but I missed it. You can do a sound sort of like skip if you land on it quick enough before it has time to load it. The sound effect.
Yeah, and it looks like in typical Vadi fashion, there's always another phase.
Yeah, and this phase is completely RNG what I get. It depends on what I get. Usually you can get 4 to 5 hits. If he heals, it's 6 to 7. So you don't want him to heal. Depending on what I get here.
And this kind of...
Oh, that's pretty good. That's good.
Like Aghanim from A Link to the Past.
Yep, so this is one of those phases where I can actually do a little trick. Hopefully I can get it. I'm actually going to let him like take his things in. Then I'm going to hit multiple at him at once. But I only got 2. Alright, so I'm actually going to try to do this really quick. Okay, I'm not going to do that. It's not safe. But there's a little trick I'm going to do where I just stand right here and just try to hit his things back. Oh, I missed. He might heal now. Okay. Okay. We'll try again. Okay. Wow. This is going so well. I should have hit that layer easy. Alright, hopefully I can get this little thing here to get him to... Ah, jeez, I hit the wrong one. Okay, well, at least he's doing this. At least he has enough damage now. Hopefully he don't heal. This is a good sign. So timing ends on last body hit, which is going to be soon. So get ready on time. It's actually a good phase, though, considering I messed all that up. This is one of the good patterns you want. Yeah, and of course he's doing this now to make me look bad. Okay, that's one more. I think I need one more hit. Hopefully it doesn't do that thing. Don't do the thing. Don't do the thing, please. Okay, good.
So what did you not want him to do there?
I didn't want him to go back into plant form. That's time.
Nice. GG.
What time did I get? I'm curious to know what time I got.
Actually curious as well.
Wow, 25. Okay, that's what I expected. That's pretty good for a marathon.
Yeah, that's pretty good considering that your PB is a 20-minute time, 20-something.
And I was also 56 seconds behind in my PB, and I still managed to clutch it out just because of good ending maps. And that's kind of the important thing when you're grinding this game. It's scary because any map that you get is bad, you lose. Like there's a map at Sea of Trees which you luckily didn't get, which is about 3 or 4 minutes long. 2 minutes if you do it. 2 minutes if you get good luck. And the 4 stars were returned. So what's up?
So, if you are for people who are interested, how do you recommend people get into the game?
Well, they can talk. They can talk to me, and I can help them sort of get started. I'm more than welcome. There's also Discord, which I'm not really a part of that one, but you can always ask me for any information. My Discord is on my profile on spearrun.com. Anything you have any mind, you can always ask me. I'm always open. Me and shout out to Corgi Hero, who's very close to me on English. If he was on Japanese, he would have had a record, but hey, it's a 2041 in English, which is amazing for how well this game has been worked on. For the small amount of people. Yeah, so at least have a small amount of competition, it's good. So now I think I'm going to move on to Amazing Mirror, if they're okay with that. Alright. Let me just get to the next... Do you want to let the credits play out, or... It doesn't matter, really, if the credits play out, but... Okay. Alright, cool.